Oh yeah, apologies for the loudness in my bathroom, but unfortunately this is the best light I have as of right now. Actually, no, let's go to the living room. Let's see. I hope this is better. I'm actually sitting in natural lighting this time, y'all. So this wig right here is a 22 inches of wet and wavy or deep wave. I'm gonna put the exact description of the wig in the description below. But this is from Unice, my favorite wig company. I've been ordering from them for years. They have the best, to me. Yeah, they have just the best glueless wigs, weaves, bundles. I've brought it all from them before. So yeah, I'm gonna do just a quick review on it, y'all, and then yeah. So this is the 22 or it's the 24 glueless wig. Y'all have seen me in this wig before. In previous videos, y'all, the lace got messed up. I don't know how to fix the lace, so I went and brought me another one. It was on sale. Yeah, so I'm gonna just go ahead and put this wig on for y'all just to show y'all how like easy and just natural the wigs are when you put them on your head. It's like no hassle at all. You just throw that sucker on and you just go. And I love them wigs. I love that for me because I don't have to do much. So like, yeah, y'all see the lace, and it's not from ear to ear, but it has a good amount of lace at the top. If y'all know how much y'all know what's the length of that right there, because I know it's some wig girlies on here. Y'all go ahead, y'all know what I'm talking about. So yeah, look how easy that was, y'all. It's simple. Like, and they have a band in the back in case your head is small. See, my head is big, so I don't really use that band. But y'all, this is one of my favorite wigs, and it is a 22 inch or 24 inch. I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna have to check my receipt. But this is my favorite wig. Look at that, because I don't know how to style. I don't know how to do baby hairs. I don't know how to do none of that. Just put it on and go, honey. Make sure your part is in the middle of your head and go. Put a little water on it, honey, and you is in style. This is my favorite wig. I'm happy that I got another one of it. But guess what? Y'all use my code. You can get 15% off this order. Every order. If you just use my code. Yeah, the code, the description to the wig, everything is going to be down in the description box. And yeah, I feel good. I feel good. I feel real good because I don't know how to do hair, y'all. And these wigs, it feels so soft. I keep fluffing it out because I'm just loving the bigness of it. It is so full. I just had to put you girls on. I know a lot of people probably have this wig, y'all, but this is my favorite wig. My favorite wig of all. I had to reorder it, y'all. So yeah, again, if you love this wig, use my code right here and get 15% off at checkout of your entire order. And your girl will really appreciate the support. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and check it out at Unice, y'all. And let's go ahead and just get into my video. So hey y'all, what's up? Welcome to my channel, Chillinwithlanda, y'all. It's been a while, but your girl has been listen, it's been a lot in my personal life. So I'm here. I showed up for y'all because I truly love y'all. I read y'all comments, and every time I read y'all, is my wig straight? Is it straight, girl? Is it okay? Yeah, it's just, listen, I be going through some stuff, y'all, but I'm here for y'all. I love y'all. I truly appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for holding on with me and holding on to me because I truly love y'all too. I read y'all comments daily. It's like, it's an affirmation for me how much love y'all give me, and y'all just care about me. Some people just, y'all email me, y'all be writing me on Instagram. I just truly love y'all. Like, yes, I just love y'all. But anyway, if this is your first time on my channel, yes, I am Londa. I tell story times. I think you are going to love it over here. So please, yes, I'm, I'm working on becoming more consistent. That is one thing that I'm working on. Besides, I just been making a lot of life changes, y'all. Honestly, like, this past month of my life, like, well, the past 2 months, I've, stopped smoking about 90% because I still hit it a little from time to time. That's just a little update for y'all who has been interested in my journey. And then the past month, I went to the doctor to just do a checkup, y'all, and I got on the scale. Girl, I ain't gonna tell you how much your girl weighed, but when I seen that scale, I nearly fainted, and I was just like, you know what? no ma'am, I have to lose some weight. I'm not going to get any bigger. So for the last 3 weeks, I have been intermediate fasting. I only eat between 2, and I try to not eat past 8. And if I have to eat, it'll be like 9. I do work out about 4 times a week now, and I do need to get more camera happy and start recording my journey for y'all, because life changes is not easy, but you just have to pick up a foot and just start. Look at me. Like I go to the doctor this upcoming Wednesday, y'all, and I probably will tell y'all my weight, and I hope that I've lost some weight, because according to Doctor Now, you can lose 50 pounds in 1 month. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm at 50 pounds, but I hope I've lost a little bit of weight. This is just an encouragement for y'all to just, if you want to change something about yourself, work on yourself. Just pick up a foot and just start. Let me go ahead and just get this out the way too. For my past video, Lil Mama who stole all our shit, girl. No, we did not pull up to her house. Listen, cause I don't know that girl. She stole my sandals and she stole a lot of our stuff. But when my big cousin Key did not want to go to that girl house, what was I supposed to do? I was not supposed to just beat my cousin up and be like, no, let's pull up, let's do this, let's do that. The other girls, they wanted to pull up, but me, I was like, okay with it. My sandals were real old anyway, girl. That was my first little designer shoe, and it was worn out anyway, girl. I just chucked it I let it go, how I let go a lot of stuff that was in my life. So y'all, we did not pull up. However, an update. Y'all know I'm from the hood. I'm from Brown Stuff, to be exact. Those of y'all who watch me from Dade County, you know I'm from the hood, right? I went to high school with her brother, Lil Mama brother. I went to high school with her little brother, her big brother, and their older brother, y'all. Yeah, he was shot up real bad and turned into a vegetable. And guess what, y'all? And them same projects that I be talking about, her dad, I ended up meeting her dad. Yeah, Lil Mama daddy, and it was a lot. So I am gonna sit down and I am gonna make another video about, just give y'all an update about what happened after that whole situation, what happened with Lil Mama. But no, y'all, we did not go put up on Lil Mama house. Yeah, sometimes we just do dumb shit and we take losses, y'all, but it is what it is. Everything over here helps y'all. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. That help your girl out. Keep my channel growing for me. Keep it active for me. Thank y'all. I appreciate all the comments. Make sure you like it. If you have any hypes left, go ahead and use it for your girl. I really appreciate it. All the love, y'all. And if you already a part of my crew, y'all know what time it is. It's time for a motherfucking story time. So let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. Let's go. So y'all know that your girl has been, I don't know what I am. I've been single for a couple months, y'all, and I be dating, right? Yeah, I be dating. So the definition of dating to me is just meeting somebody, maybe going out a couple of times, talking on the phone a little bit, just getting to know each other. And yeah, that's what I've been doing. Not all the time, but I have had some encounters. And just like my other horror dating story times, I told y'all I would keep y'all posted. I would tell y'all the tea about these men if they ain't it. And I have another one for y'all. So this one is recent, y'all. I just went on a date, another date with this guy last night. And I don't know what to name him. Oh yeah, I do. I'm gonna name him Short. Yeah, I'm gonna name him Short, because when I walk up on him, he's like right here to me. Yeah. So I don't really have an issue with height, y'all. I really don't have an issue with height. But let me just start from the beginning. So I met him on a dating app, Facebook dating. Yeah, I met him on Facebook dating. And, we were talking for a little bit. We were going back and forth, a little rapport building. And he didn't stay too far from me. And, he was very persistent with messaging me. And then eventually, of course, we exchanged numbers. And we were talking on the phone a little bit. He works for Amazon. He have a job. He have a truck. And I like that about, a man, because nowadays when you meet a lot of men, they don't have anything going for themselves. They don't have a damn scooter, nor a bike. They don't have a damn paycheck coming in. They don't have a damn roof over their head. So I appreciated the fact that Short had a little something going on for himself. I'm 32. He was 37. That's perfect for me. And like I said, we had a little rapport building going back and forth, and the vibe was there. So eventually, I shoot him my number, and you know how that go. He texts my phone, and the rapport building just keeps going from there. We talked on the phone for like maybe 4 days, 5 days, and he's like, you don't stay too far from me, so just, I don't want to come to your house. He wasn't anyway. I don't want to come to your house, but you could pull up to mine. I stay here or whatever. Send me the location and I'll pull up. That's what I told him. So one night I didn't have anything to do, so I called him. I'm like, sure, what's up? I'm gonna pull up. He was like, cool, baby. So when I pull up, he come downstairs. And he's like this to me. I told y'all he's short. His name is Short for a reason. So yeah, the height really isn't a big thing to me because his face was handsome, his outfit was cute, and his shoes was clean. His teeth was all there, and mine ain't, but he don't know that. So all his teeth was there. And yeah, he just was, his tape line wasn't pushed back. He was smelling good. Like, first appearance, y'all, Short was it. Short was it, even though he was shorter than me. So he gets in my car and, he was like, what you want to drink? I was like, Hennessy. He was like, okay, that's my choice of drink too. So, and we were in my car. He had a truck, y'all, but I like to be in my car, especially meeting a man that's new. I don't really know him like that. I really did not mind. I really don't mind driving my car with whoever, y'all, because I will put your ass out, or I just would just leave the scene. You know what I'm saying? I like to be in control of my life. I don't mind driving. So we go pull off, and this new lace front, y'all. Y'all know how the new lace, it be itching your forehead, but 15% off, code down below. So we pull off and we go to the nearest liquor store, y'all. Okay. So I already had pulled up with a bottle, but my bottle was like from the previous week. It had just probably like 2 shots in that thing. So he goes inside the liquor store. He comes out with a big bottle of Hennessy. Okay. Good first impression. Because when you meet guys nowadays, you got to buy the liquor. You got to buy the, these men don't be having nothing. So I was appreciative that he brought the big bottle of Hennessy. We sat there, we took a shot or whatever. So, okay, where do you want to go, Short? And he's just like, okay, baby, we can either go here or we can go there. And I was like, I'm hungry first, because I just told y'all I only eat between 2 and 8. And this was one of those nights where I was hanging out, about to drink, I had to eat. So Sonic's was right across the street. So I'm like, okay, I need to eat first before I take another shot. We pull up to Sonic's. And I'm not too familiar with Sonics. Sonics is not really very, very popular down here. It's only like one Sonic. So it took a while for me to look at the menu. Ordered me a double cheeseburger with a soft pretzel and nacho cheese and a cup of water. Yeah. And he paid for it. Okay. We get another point for that, y'all. Short get another point for that, because I can't tell y'all how many dates I went on that they just, their breath was stank. They didn't have no. We gonna get there, okay? So he pulls out his phone and he taps and he paid for my food. And y'all might say, Yolanda, that's the bare minimum. It is, but nowadays when you meet people, they just don't be having shit. So okay, good for him. He paid for my food, and we went across the street. I'm eating my burger. The only red flag I didn't like at this point, he smoked them cigarettes, y'all. He smoked them cigarettes. I don't like them cigarettes. He smoked cigarettes and Newports at that. Do you know how expensive Newports are? They like fucking $26 a pack nowadays. I don't know what happened to the price of Newports, but they need to up them more, $50 more. Maybe they'll stop buying them. But that was the only little red flag that I didn't like. He was smoking cigarettes. So I'm eating my burger, chai, and I'm trying not to pay him much attention to him puffing on that cancer stick. So he was cool. Like I said, I ate my burger. He gets back in the car. Now his breath did not smell like nicotine though. Okay, so I was like, okay, he's talking. I don't smell nothing. That's pretty good. Pretty good, Short. Pretty good, Short. So he was like, so do you want to go here or do you want to go there? And I was like, well, if we go here, it's closer. But if we go there, it's like 25 minutes. He was like, baby, I got you. I'll put gas in your car. Yes, that's another cool point for sure. Because y'all might say, Londa, that is the bare minimum. But today's time, these niggas don't be having nothing. So he was like, I'll put gas in your car. I said, cool, cool. So we going to go here. So we pulled to the gas station, put a little gas, and then we headed to the water. Now we on Hollywood Beach, y'all. It's like we buy this Joe's Stone Crab. We parked in the parking lot exactly. Over there it's a lot of boats. It's the ocean. We just, I just backed my car up and he was like, we can chill here. I'm like, okay. We in a parking lot at Joe's Stone Crab, but the scenery is beautiful, so I'll let you slide type ish, So we sitting in the car, we're talking. Now Short is 37, like I said, y'all. He have 2 daughters. They're like teenagers. I don't have to worry about no little girls or whatever. He told me he did a little time in prison. Hold on. Okay. When was you gonna tell me this, Short? Hello? Okay, so it's like, so what was you in prison for, Short? He's like, just some drug stuff, okay? As long as it wasn't no DV or no get it, what I'm saying, like the other guy, if it wasn't nothing like that, okay, a little druggy drug, a little here and there, okay, cool, not cool, but cool, okay, work with me here, y'all, work with me, so I was like, okay, I gotta, the cigarettes, the prison, that's 2, you know what I'm saying, so we standing outside of the car. I rolled my little I'm smoking. I barely smoke anymore, so it was kicking my ass, y'all. I was smoking very, very slow, sipping my little Hennessy. Anyway, the night is going on, and I noticed as I have my little 1 cup, because how I pour my liquor, y'all, I pour a little bit of Hennessy in the cup and I top it off with some juice. Simple as that. He poured the Hennessy like this much in the cup, and half of it is a shot. So I noticed that. So I'm just looking at him. I'm like, okay, he can put it away to be so short. He can drink, noted. So we just still talking. We still vibing. And I'm still on my first cup. Short has finished that whole cup in like 10 minutes. I'm like, okay. He goes back in the car. He pours another cup. So I'm still standing on the back of the car. At this point, I'm feeling a little, I'm lit right now. I'm just vibing. I just noticed that his voice went from like this to this. He started getting very, very loud, y'all. He was really, really loud talking. And so I'm looking at him. I'm like, Short, He was like, what? La, 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 la. And I'm like, Short, you're very, very loud. Like, we're in the parking lot and your voice is really echoing. So this Jamaican guy walks up, and the Jamaican guy was like, yo, Short, what's up, dude? Da, 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 da. And Short was like, yeah, what's up, man? And they talking a little bit. The Jamaican dude, the boats that we would buy, the Jamaican dude gets in one of the boats. So Short is like, yo, like, I'm with my girl tonight. Like, take us on a boat ride. Like, let me get on your boat or whatever. The Jamaican guy was like, nah, dude, like, I've been working all day. I'm real tired. I'm about to go to the crib. Short is just loud. He was like, nah, take my girl on the boat, man. Like, my girl, look how beautiful she is, man. Let's go on the boat. And I'm just like, I'm low-key getting embarrassed. Like, I don't know why. I was getting like secondhand embarrassment because the Jamaican dude was like really not trying to fuck with him like that. Like, the Jamaican guy was like, nah, man, like, I'm tired. Like, I'm gonna go home. But Short was persistent. He was like, nah, man, like, let me take my girl on the boat. So I turned the opposite way of the car. Like, I had my body now leaning on my trunk. Like, I was faced them. I was getting embarrassed. So I faced the other way. Like, because it's like, maybe if he sees that I wasn't interested, maybe he'll leave the Jamaican guy alone type shit. So, okay. So the Jamaican guy was like, nah, man, I'm finna go home. They wrapped that little conversation up, and Short was chilling. He goes in the car and pours another cup. Y'all, I'm still on my first cup. I'm still on the first cup. Short is like on his second, third, and he drinks straight, y'all. I forgot to mention, he drinks straight Hennessy, no chaser, no ice, no nothing. And he takes it down again. So I'm like, okay. He don't look drunk, but I see that he's just getting very loud. I can see that the liquor is like kind of, okay, I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna watch this, So the Jamaican guy leaves, and we're just talking. We're talking about him being in prison and, the things he's learned. We just having a conversation, but he's loud. So, is my wig straight? Why my head must be lopsided? It's really bothering me. Okay. So okay. So around the corner, like in the parking lot, from around the building, I can see like some Spanish people, right? It was like two guys and it was a woman. They are, if you're from Miami, you'll know how these Spanish people get down. They have a little money on. They always had a big old Cuban links on. They have all these watches on. Like they have like fucking 10 chains, 10 rings. You could just tell the white and Spanish people down here in Miami, they got money. So they walking up, right? And as they walking up to us, one of the guys like, Short, like, bro, you loud, man. I could hear you all the way down the street. We just knew it was you. So at this point, when he said that, I was like, oh, Short wanted me to come to this spot because this is his spot. He know everybody in this area. He knew the Jamaican guy, the Spanish people that's walking up, they know him. So this is why he wanted to bring me over here, because this is his spot. He know the people that's around here. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I'm peeping the scene. So they walk up and y'all, they didn't say nothing to me. I don't know if it's well, to be honest, they were towed the fuck down. They were drunk, y'all. So they looked at me, and if you don't speak to me, I don't speak to you. That's how it was, you know. But they looked at me and they just put their attention on Short because they were all messed up, drunk. So they was just talking and talking. After a while, I put my little blunt out and I sit in my car because, you know, I'm figuring, okay, maybe Short will you know, get the picture that I'm in a car and he will get in the car too, since, you know, I don't know these people. We're not intertwined. You're talking to them. I'm not talking. You know, maybe he'll get the gist, you know. I'm sitting in the car and I'm scrolling on Facebook. I'm just relaxing. I'm chilling. You know, I feel good. And he's loud. Short is loud. The Spanish guy is loud. They're talking and eventually they start to argue. So I'm looking in my mirror, y'all. I should have recorded some of this. Matter of fact, let me see if I recorded some of this. If I recorded a little bit of the audio, I will put it in the video. But they start to argue. So I'm looking in the mirror and I could just see the Spanish guy walking up on Short and they arguing, and I'm like, I cut the music down a little bit and I'm listening. So Short like, man, stop trying me, man, I ain't with that, man. I ain't gonna do that for you, man. And the Spanish guy like, man, why, papi? Like, Short, stop playing with me, papi. And then the other guy is like, y'all stop, man. Y'all chill. Y'all relax, man. And you know, drunk people, when they start to argue, they go from like about to fight to, man, but you know I love you, man. Like, man, you my dog. You my brother, man. You my brother. Oh, yeah. Like, I love you, man. I'm like, oh, they drunk. They finna fight, then they love each other. They finna fight, and then they love each other. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh, hell no. 30 minutes passed by. Y'all know when people drunk, they can just talk. He's still drinking. So they start to fight again. So I tell him, I say, Short, come here. He walked to the car door. I'm like, I'm ready to go. And he was like, okay, give me 5 more minutes. I'm like, okay, 5 more minutes. 5 minutes go by. I call him back to the window. I'm ready to go. He's like, oh, but before that happens, this Jeep pulls up. And it was like some pump rock white people. I'm talking about they had on crop tops. Their stomach was all tatted. Yeah, type guys, right? So they pull up and their Jeep was just loud. On top of Short being loud and these fucking punk rockers fucking loud in the parking lot, I was overwhelmed. I called Short back to the car. I'm like, let's go. So he got my car door open. I'm like, get in the car. Get in the car. As soon as he set his ass in the car, y'all, I pulled the fuck off on everybody. His people that was in the back of the car waiting for him to come back out. No, ma'am. Eat my tail, my pipe dust. I pulled the hell off very fast. Yeah, the car door was not even closed. The wind closed the door. Let's get the hell out of here, because I see you don't know how to act when you are drunk, and that's something that I cannot deal with. Like, no. So I would love to make this a 2-part video, but I'm going to just tell it now because, you know. So that was like last week sometime, right? So we get to his apartment. You know, that same night we get back to his apartment. We in the parking lot or whatever. And, you know, I'm telling him, like, I think you sure can drink. You sure can put it away. You know, thank God you paid for this bottle, because if I paid for it, you will be reimbursing me because you drunk like 80% of the bottle. So we just laughing. We kicking, you know. He wouldn't let me leave. Like, I had to pee so bad. And I'm like, sure, I have to go home. He's like, oh, but please stay a little longer. Just stay with me, y'all. I was like, no, I have to pee. Eventually, I had to cut it off because y'all know drunk people would sit there and keep you all night. So that was last week, y'all. So during the week, y'all know I work or whatever. I work, and then when I get off work, I either go to the track and work out, or I go to the gym. And I'm very busy during the week, honestly. So he works Amazon. He drive the Amazon trucks, and he do delivery, and it be kicking his ass like very bad because he hates it. So I guess one of them days, I can't remember which day it was, he got off work, and he let his twin. Oh yeah, he's a twin, by the way, y'all. He's an identical twin. So this day, he let his twin use his truck, and his twin was not answering the phone to come pick him up from work. So I'm in the gym. I'm like, I'm working out on my little app machine, and he's blowing my phone up. He's like, yo, I'm stuck at work. Can you please come get me? And I'm like, sure, man. Like, you know my routine. You know that I go to the gym after work. Like, why are you acting like that? He's like, man, like, but I need a ride home. I was like, well, you don't have any other family to call? Like, I've just met you. So that's like another red flag for me, because like, if I just met you, why are you dependent on me like that? You feel me? Like, you didn't know me a week ago. You didn't know me 2 weeks ago. I'm sure this is not your first time being stuck at work. How else would you get home? Wouldn't you call yourself an Uber? Don't you have any homeboys? Don't you have any other siblings? Why are you blowing me up depending on me to come pick you up from work? So I told him, I said, you know that I have a routine. You know that I'm in the gym. I'm not leaving the gym to come way over there to pick you up. Oh, this is why I don't depend on people. Depend? You just met me. I told you, third red flag. You know what I'm saying? Third red flag, I should have been out of there. But at the same time, y'all, we are dating. We're not in a relationship. It was no sexual nothing with us yet. We didn't even do nothing. It was nothing between us. So the third red flag was just like, okay, it's just a flag because I don't give a damn. I could just block him, you know? But I didn't like that he was dependent on me. So okay, so then he gets over it, and then now the next day we're talking on the phone again. Like I said, he was pretty cool, y'all. Besides him drinking a lot, he was pretty cool outside of that, and he had like stuff going for himself, which is what I admired. So we were talking, and he was mentioning his credit card, about how his credit card payment was just pending, and the bank was taking so long to like update his payment or something like that so he could use it. And I knew where this was going, y'all. I knew where this was going. So before we hung up the phone, he was like, I'm going to call you in the morning because I need to ask you something. I was like, ask me what? He was like, I'm going to just call you in the morning because I need to ask you something. You know, I'm going to just ask you in the morning. And I cut that shit short right there. I said, I ain't got no money. I ain't got no money. He was like, oh, but I can give it to you tomorrow. Tomorrow ain't promised. Tomorrow is not promised to you and I. I can't lend you nothing. I still got my bills to pay. I still have my car to pay. I still have things to pay. Like, I don't have no money to lend you. So that rubbed me the wrong way as well. But at the same time, y'all, we're talking, we're dating. It's nothing, we're not glued to each other. I can just block him, right? So it didn't bother me that much, but yeah. So let's fast forward to last night. Yeah. So last night he's, hit me up. He's like, hey baby, I miss you, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, hey, sure, what's good? I ain't talked to you in a couple hours. What's going on? How your day going? He's like, it's Friday night. Pull up. I was like, okay, cool. Cause we had fun last time. Despite him arguing with the Spanish people and getting towed down, y'all, I had a good night that night. We had fun. So I was like, okay. So I got dressed. I took a shower. We talked on the phone the whole ride there. He was like, oh, and stopped to the liquor store to get a bottle. And I was like, okay. It didn't bother me because last time he brought the bottle. I don't mind buying a bottle this time, So I go to the liquor store, get the big bottle of Hennessy, and I head to his house. So I'm at the gate. Tell him to come downstairs, and yeah, he smelled good, he looked good, his shoes was clean, his teeth was clean, all of that good stuff. Even though he smoked cigarettes, I never smelled it. I really liked that about him, so everything was just on point, y'all. He looked real good, but very short. So we didn't have any plans last night. Plus, he worked early this morning, so we didn't want to go there anymore. So we just chilled in the parking lot type vibe, you know? So his parking lot was very, very big. We pulled all the way to the end of the parking lot to where the dumpsters were. So, you know, I'm chilling. I pour my little cup. Again, y'all know how I pour my cup. I just pour a little Hennessy and I top it off with the juice. And y'all know how he poured his cup. He poured this much of Hennessy and he drinks half of it as a shot. No ice, no juice. So I already know how this goes. Short show can put it away, y'all. He can put it away. I've learned this from the first interaction. This man can drink. So I let him drink or whatever, and we're chilling. I roll me a little small little blunt, y'all, and we get out the car, and I stand in the back of the trunk. So I cut my car off. And he was like, why you cut the car off? He's like, cut the car on so that we can listen to some music. I was like, cool. So I cut my car back on and I connected his phone to my Bluetooth. Cool. So I'm chilling, drinking my little sip of my little drink or whatever. And we're just talking or whatever. And I could just see him taking them back, y'all. Short show can take him back. He drinking. And I can tell that he's getting a little drunk because what? He's getting loud. So I'm looking at him and I'm just like, oh, here we go again. Here we go again. But I let him do his thing, So he cuts the music up excuse me. So he cuts the music up really, really, really loud. Now, I told y'all we were on the end of the parking lot. However, it was other people in the parking lot, and they started looking at us because my car is very, very loud. I don't like attention. Just cut the music down just a little bit. He giving me pushback. He like, nah, this my parking lot. Why you need to cut the music down? This my parking lot. And I'm looking at him like, this is my car. You're not gonna blow my speakers. And I said, cut the music down because this is my car. Like, I don't want all this attention on me. And we're the only one in the whole parking lot with this music blasting to the top capacity. Cut it down. So he's like, all right, I'm gonna cut it down just a little bit. He cut it down a little bit. We still vibing. He playing music. He is taking them back, y'all. Short can't drink. He is drinking, right? So I'm looking at him like, I only have my 1 cup to his 3 cups, y'all. Y'all do the math. He is getting towed up, right? So he's listening to music and he cuts on this song. I can't remember. It was a Sam Smith song. And I just knew I was going to tell a story time about him. So I was trying to remember One Day at a Time. I think it's called One Day at a Time by Sam Smith, y'all. So he cuts this song on and the song is playing and he's like, look at me. And I'm looking at him while the song playing and he's just like, so I'm getting uncomfortable. So I keep breaking eye contact with him like, like this is getting weird, So every time I break eye contact, he was like, look at me. Like, look at me. So So I'm looking at him, and every time I look at him, he's like. So in my head, y'all, I was like, I am going to make a story time about this. Whether we still be friends or not, I'm going to tell him I'm making a story time about this because what? So I'm trying to be serious because I guess Short is a lover guy. He's a lover boy. And what he was trying to do was trying to like romanticize me. He was trying to make me fall in love through the music, look at me in my eyes, trying to make me, you know what I'm saying, with the music playing, like I'm doing y'all because y'all love me and I love y'all. Y'all know what I'm saying? So okay, the song ends, y'all. And so I'm like, okay, cool. Maybe he done with the music. Y'all, he plays another Sam Smith song. And it's the same thing about love. And he's just like, look at me, look at my eyes. And he's just I'm looking at him, he looking at me. And in my head, I'm like, this man is crazy. He is drunk and he's crazy. You know what I'm saying? He ain't like crazy, like just acting wild or whatever. But he's crazy, so the song end and he was getting a little loud, like, so I goes to the car and I turn it down, y'all. He comes to the driver's side of the car and he pushes me out the way and he cuts the volume back up. Now I'm getting a little serious, like I'm still smiling just like this, but in my head I was like, oh hell no, like he's tripping, like he didn't act like this the first time. Now he getting a little aggressive, pushing me and shit. Oh, hell no. So he was like, come to the passenger side, come to my side. So I walked to the passenger side and sit in the car with the door open, and he's standing in front of me, y'all. He keep playing all these love songs. I'm talking about all the old R&B songs and Good Luck Charm and Promise and all kind of shit, R. Kelly songs. Y'all know the jam. And I'm just vibing, you know. In my head, I'm like, girl, red flags everywhere. Get out of here. So, but at the same time, it's like we in the open parking lot, y'all. I got my shit with me all the time. You feel me? I ain't scared of no. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, we vibing. He just a little drunk. He keep playing the songs. He making me look him in his eyes. So I'm looking at him. I'm trying my best to keep eye contact with this man, because every time I took my eye off him, y'all, he was just like, see, you ain't taking it serious. You ain't taking me serious. Why you ain't looking at me? Every time I tried to turn the volume down a little bit because it was blasting, he was like, see, you don't want to listen to the music. You ain't taking me serious. Why you ain't listening to it? Why you keep doing that? So I'm laughing, y'all. I am laughing. And I had on some sandals, y'all. I had on some brown sandals, and they got like little gold charms on it. And I was sitting cute. Y'all was sitting cute because y'all know I'm losing a little weight or whatever. So I be trying to sit a little cute or whatever in the car. He looked down. He was like, and you got on them Haitian sandals and you ain't even he was like, you got on those Haitian sandals and you ain't even listening to me. You ain't taking me serious. So I was like, what? Do you see your pants? You got on Haitian pants. Like, you know, we was laughing at that point, but I'm like, this man is crazy. So my cup was finally gone. I goes to pour me another little shot, y'all. He pours him another big ass half a cup, and he does what? He take half of that damn cup as a shot. So when he does that, I was like, are you an alcoholic? He looks at me, y'all, with no smile, no nothing, and he was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, I am. I was like, yes, I can tell. Like, yeah. He was like, you know your pancreas right here? I was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, the doctor had to remove it. He said, I fucked it up because I drink too much. I said, and you still drinking like this? Yeah. So in my head, I was like, maybe Short ain't a good dating guy for me. Maybe I have to just be by myself. Maybe I'm going to be by myself. Because even though I be dating y'all, these men don't touch me half the time. I don't be kissing nobody. I just be out to have a good time on the weekend. I just love a good Henny session, a good laugh session with people. That's it. That's all. So, you know, I don't mind meeting new people. And I'm going to keep telling stories to y'all about it. So, but at that moment when he said his pancreas got messed up or wherever it's at, y'all, I don't know. I was like, I don't think I want a drunk husband. I don't think I want to deal with this. I don't think I want a drunk boyfriend. And I told him that. So he was like, I ain't gonna be drunk. Yes, the fuck you are. So I'm still sitting in my passenger seat. The door is open. He's still making me make eye contact with him. He is loud. I am embarrassed because it's a car behind me with their door open and there's people in there. And I know they hearing this man yell at me, telling me to cut the music off. Look me in my eyes. Why are you doing this? You ain't taking me serious. I just knew these people was like, what the fuck? Like, I was so embarrassed, y'all. So I kept telling him, I'm like, Short, calm down. But like, calm down, baby. Calm down. Like, you loud. I kept trying to turn the music down. He wouldn't let me turn the music down. Because when I turned it down, he'll cut it up on his phone. It was just a whole lot. In between time with him keep doing that, he's funny, y'all. Short is very funny. Like, he was funny as hell, which is why I stayed so long like I did. Because even though he was, like, making me make eye contact with him, he was funny. Like, he was very funny. So, it was some Spanish people, like, on the other side of the parking lot. And they was, like, chilling on the back of their trunk, right? And they had, like, a cooler, which I assume they had they little drinks, too. They little tequilas and shit, and they Presidentes and Coronas and shit too, right? So he kept looking at these Spanish people, and like y'all know already, Short is very loud. So he looking at these Spanish people, and he's like, burritos. I bet they selling burritos. So I'm like, sure, you don't know, do you know these people? He like, nah. I say, do you know if they sell food or not? He's like, nah, burritos. I know they selling burritos. They got their coolers out there. They Spanish, they Mexican. I say, sure. Do you know that's like stereotyping? He's like, nah, I know they got burritos. I know they selling burritos. Take me over there. I want to get burritos. This man is so loud. So I get up out the car and I peek my head and they all looking at us. It's like 6 of them. They all looking right at my car because they can hear him say burritos. Burritos, Spanish people, this and that. So I'm getting, again, secondhand embarrassment, y'all. So I'm like, sure, shut up. Like, you is loud. These people could come down here and jump us. Like, he's like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care. I want burritos. I know they selling burritos. I know they got burritos. Like, and I'm like, sure, please be quiet. Please, like, why are you doing this to me? Like, oh my God, y'all. So I'm like, please be quiet. Like, I said, you know, I like you, but I say you kind of scaring me now. Like, I say you getting kind of aggressive. I say you getting very loud. I say it's just like it's too much. Like, so he eventually, I ain't gonna lie, when I said that to him, he calmed down. He calmed down, y'all. I ain't gonna cap. He calmed down and he started like slowing his words for me or whatever. But it was something about these Spanish people triggering him. Every time he looked over there, he was like, burritos. I want a burrito. Take me over there to get a burrito. And y'all, them people could have came over there and kicked our ass. He's the type of person you will get in a bar fight for. Yeah. You will go out with him and your whole crew will end up in a fight because of Short. Because when he gets drunk, he's loud and he don't care what the hell what comes out of his mouth. You are stereotyping these Spanish. First of all, they could have been Puerto Rican. They could have been Nicaraguan. They could have been from anywhere. You talking about Mexicans. Oh, Lord. Now, what if they came over here and called us niggas? Huh? Huh? How would you feel? Then we would be in a fight in the middle of this parking lot for no reason over burritos that they don't have. For the life of me, y'all, I should have got up, walked around my car. The reason why I didn't get up and walk to the driver's side of my car was because I was so embarrassed. All those people was in the parking lot. I know they was like worried for me. Worried for me. I was so embarrassed to even get up and go to the driver's side of my car, y'all. I was like, I am too embarrassed. Like, I just can't. So then, like I told you, I was sitting up being cute or whatever, you know, just sitting up being cute. And every time I like look at him and shit, he would just be like, y'all, I'm sorry. It was cringe because it's like, he was handsome, y'all. He was really handsome. And he had this nice little bow-legged stance, y'all. I wouldn't hang out with him if he wasn't fine, y'all. Yeah. He had this nice little bow leg stance, y'all. His legs was nice. He had I love a man with tattoos on their legs and thighs. I don't know why, but it's just, you feel me? He had like, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm from Dade. I like what I like. So he had this nice little bow leg stance with his shoes on and shit. He was real fine. So I entertained it for a little bit, y'all. But he just kept yelling at me about the music. Kept making me turn my music up loud and shit. I don't know. So he kept getting loud and talking about burritos. I can hear the Spanish people talking on a speakerphone. I don't care what the hell he said. I don't care what y'all say. Them Spanish people was calling they oyes to come whip our ass. I felt it in my soul. No, I don't habla español, but I understood. They was calling they people to come whip our ass. Cause Short was over there stereotyping these people, calling them burritos and Mexicans and shit. Somebody was on the phone over there. Yeah. I knew they was calling they people to come whip our ass. So y'all, I was like, let me get the fuck out of Dodge for I don't have to shoot nobody. So I lured him in the car. I was like, okay, let me just stop being embarrassed. Let me get up. I walked to the front, round my driver's side, got in the car. I'm like, Short, get in the car. He like, no, I want burritos. I want to go over there and get burritos. So I was like, okay, get in the car. I'm finna drive you over there to go get burritos or whatever. So he was like, okay. He hopped in the car. I drove around them fucking Spanish people. He's like, what you doing? I was like, I'm taking you to the front because you are drunk. I don't want no drunk husband, no boyfriend, no baby daddy. I don't want none of that. Like, I have to pee and it's time for me to go home. Oh, why you acting like that? Why you acting like that? Like, why you, I ain't mean all of that. Yes, I told you numerous of times you're getting aggressive. You are very loud. You're stereotyping. And oh yes, they don't call their people to come whip our ass, whether you know it or not. So we going back and forth. I'm like, I have to pee. Let me leave, please. So he steps out of the car and he was like, I'm very hungry. Can you buy me some food? Huh? Now, I could have been wrong about this. And I prayed as I pulled the fuck off, right? So I prayed for God to forgive me if I was wrong in this situation, y'all, because one thing I do is feed people. I am not selfish. I will buy anybody food. I don't care if it's a man, woman, child. If you are hungry, I will feed you if I have it. So he was like, can you please like buy me some food? Like I'm hungry. Now, mind you, he stayed up there with his twin brother and his mama. You feel me? So I was like, ain't no food upstairs. You better go get you a snack or something because I was ready to go, y'all. My bladder was about to burst. I had to pee. Like I almost had to pull over and pee type pee. So I'm like, I ain't finna drive you nowhere. Like, I'm finna go home. Go upstairs and make you a snack. I'm finna leave. He was like, nah, I ain't got nothing upstairs. I'm like, well, why can't you DoorDash or Uber some food? Oh, my credit card don't work. Still? That was way from last week, short. Like, I know you work, nigga. Like, I know you have a job. You got a car. What's up? Like, so at that point, I just felt like he was trying to see how easy I was. I don't know. That's why I prayed to God. If I was wrong, Lord, forgive me. If I was wrong, God, forgive me for not giving this man no food. But I felt like he was trying to see how easy I was, to see if he can what he can get out of me. You know what I'm saying? Because I brought the bottle for him. You know. I guess he was just trying to figure out how easy I was, and I wasn't having it. I don't know. And it was a part of that, and another part was I don't think I wanted to talk to him no more, cause I can't deal with him when he gets drunk and he's too loud. So I told him no. He'll walk away. He'll walk to the stairs, and I'll be like, man, what's up? Soon as I say something, y'all, he'll come right back to the car. I said, oh, goddamn, Londa, shut up. Shut up. Every time you say something to this man when he walk away, he stops and he come back to the car. Like, stop talking to him. So the third time he walking to the stairs, I pulled the fuck off, y'all. He texted me. He was like, oh, I know your kind. I'm used to dealing with your kind. What's my kind? A good woman who don't want to be taken advantage of, who don't want to be dealing with a man who drinks a lot and can't control himself nor his volume. I don't want that. I don't want to be going out with you and the world hear you talking and you stereotyping people because they white or Spanish and getting us in bar fights and shit. I don't want no man like that. When I go out with a man, I want to feel secure. I don't want to feel like I'm going to have to fight for you because you are toe up from the flow up. No. So if I'm that kind of woman, then short, I ain't the woman for you. I am too much of a good woman to deal with that kind of situation, y'all. So it is morning time, and I don't think Mr. Short has messaged me. I think he mad, but he probably on the Amazon truck slinging them packages because he was stressed. He was stressed about that job. He said the job is just too much, y'all. He said the job is too much. And y'all, when y'all Amazon drivers come by, get them some water. Yeah, get him some snacks. Yeah, seriously. Because he was really stressed about this job. He was very unhappy. He said that it's just too much, 200 something packages a day in the hot sun and the rain. He really made me feel bad. So y'all, if y'all Amazon, FedEx drivers, whoever, UPS drivers, especially Amazon, get them some water, get them some snacks, look out for them, And I think that's the end of this story time, y'all. Now, unless Mr. Short call me again, and I don't think I want to hang with him no more though. But y'all, I feel like he can get a little aggressive when he drink. See, a man ain't never beat on me before. And I ain't trying to make it happen at the age of 32. Because his face too pretty. I just can't. I just can't. I don't know. He shoved me a little bit. You feel me? I just can't. I don't want to deal with him no more. But unless something else happened with Mr. Short, y'all, I surely would make another video about him if something else happened. But as of this moment, I ain't calling him. I hope he don't call me. And that's the end of this goddamn story time. Again, if y'all like the wig, y'all go ahead and click the link down in the description, and y'all can get 15% off y'all cart or whatever. And yeah. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. My damn mouth dry. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Like my video. Y'all talk to me down in the comments. Talk to me sweet, because I love y'all too. And y'all know, until next time, peace.